If you want to see how I get my makeup looking just like my skin, stay tuned for the rest of this video. And remember to give the video a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go. So I always want to start with my edges, get them out of the way. Like to do that first. Then I'm going to go ahead and just brush it in and tie it with my original scarf. This scarf does wonders. So if you notice my face is looking really dry, and I'm going to be putting on my She Glam primer. I love this, love this is a game changer. It will give my face a little bit more moisturizing and stickiness, so that my foundation will stick and stay on for the entire day. Now, a lot of persons have asked me if I have touched up during the day. When I do my makeup, I wake up at about 5 o'clock and I start doing my makeup, and my makeup lasts me until 7 o'clock in the evening. And when I see my face still look fresh as if it's just done, I am not kidding you. And it's not about the expensive product that you use on your face, because I don't have no product here that is expensive. All of these product, persons that are working like minimum wage can buy these product. These are very cheap product, and it's not about the amount of money you spend on these products. It's actually about the techniques and how you go about doing your makeup and how you do it. Like me, as I said, I go ahead first and I prime my face. Now this is what I'm doing is I'm using my setting spray to blend out the foundation. Now when you use a setting spray to blend out the foundation, you notice it is gliding onto your face. It's not kind of like giving that stickness or that dryness. It is kind of just gliding onto your skin, and it is just melting naturally in your skin, so your face don't have that full foundation kind of look. It's because of the setting spray. Now it kind of melt the foundation. Then I go ahead with my concealer, because I'm just doing a light skin light makeup. I don't want nothing to look too extra, because this is the type of makeup that I will wear go to work, or other evenings when I'm walking my kids, take them to ice cream, just light makeup. So I go ahead now with my concealer and just conceal my nose, put the concealer underneath my eyes, still do the same thing. Make the concealer dry onto your face a little bit. When it dry onto your face a little bit, you will get more pop. You'll get more effect, and it will basically stay where you want it to stay. When it's too runny and too wet, you'll find out that the foundation is going to be spreading too far for the highlights. And I use my sponge again. You can damp it, or you can use your setting spray, as what I do, to kind of melt and blend it out into the skin or into the foundation as well. So I'm just using my sponge, and I'm getting the areas that I need to get out of the way, and I'm blending it right in place. I'm not spreading it too far apart, because I don't want it to spread too far apart. You're going to need your sponges. These sponges aren't expensive. You can get them on Shein, and they are good quality. I did a video what's in my makeup bag, and this is the sponge that I was talking about. It does a pretty decent job. Now to get the skin light makeup, what you realize that I do know is I don't use too much of a dark concealer, because I don't want the contouring to be too dark, because I want the foundation to be because I want the makeup to be more like skin like. Now I was putting on blush, but for some reason I just don't like how pink blush look on me, so I was putting it on, but I just didn't like it. Honestly, I just did not like it. I think blush is just not for me, so I went ahead and I tried to cover it back up a little bit, just to make a little color show, not much. So it was too much pigmented for me, so I go back again and conceal back some of it and get it back how I want it, because I want the makeup to more look natural, to give me a skin like finish. So I go ahead now with my brush, and I use my pressed powders, and I put the lighter powders on the areas that the lighter concealer is on, and I brush it out gently. I don't press it in the skin, because I'm not trying to bake or anything like that. I'm just trying to get a skin like finish type of a vibes. So I go ahead with the nose conceal on the nose, same way put the lighter powder on the nose to kind of give the nose a straighter effect or a slimmer effect that I want. So I go ahead with my little brush and I go ahead also with my dark powder on the edges of the concealer to the nose to kind of give the nose a straighter effect. So if you notice, you can see the different shade on the forehead and on the jaw, but it is not too, it's not too much. It's kind of giving you like a natural kind of look. So I think that with makeup, you don't need to look too fake. You look like dead. So you need to give more like of a natural kind of vibe. So what I'm using on my face to contour is bronzer. I am not using dark shade to conceal. I'm just to contour. Sorry, I'm only using the bronzer to kind of give me a bronzy kind of vibe. So I am going ahead now and I'm setting the areas that I have the concealer on. I'm setting it, just to kind of carve out the nose a little bit. Now, if you wanted a sculpt kind of face, you want your nose to be really pointed and you need your jawline to stand out to be very sharp, you would have to use a bit more of the powder and you would have to bake it. You make the setting powder or the powder that they use to do baking, you put it at the areas that you want to sculpt out and you let it stay like probably for about 3 minutes or so that you will have that sharpness. But for this tutorial, I don't need all of that. I just need really, really light kind of finish. So I am just going with my lighter powders to set the areas that I'm setting. I was considering if I wanted to do that, then I changed my mind and said no, I don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead with my bronzer and I'm just going to be bronzing up the areas that I have contoured, the darker areas, because I don't want the dark powder. I need the bronzy kind of look. So I'm just going on to the eye and I'm just doing really light eyeshadow, nothing too serious, nothing too out of the way, just a little eye look to complement the whole look that I'm going for today. So this makeup tutorial take me about 45 minutes. I'll say probably about an hour, being that I have to film it, but in naturally it will take me probably half an hour to do this because it has a little bit more step than what I'll regularly do when I'm going to work. So I'm just doing a little bit of eyeshadow with the glittery eye shadow. I'm not going too big over the lid. I just want a small kind of cut crease in a sense, but nothing too loud. So I'm using the broad shimmery eyeshadow to get this look that I'm doing. And the next thing with eyeshadow is that when you apply one coat, you have to go over it again and apply another coat, being that this is glittery or shimmery. Now, for those who have been watching my videos know that I don't like lashes. I barely wear them. They irritate my eyes. They make my eyes red. My eyes is sick, so I cannot wear lashes. It's very irritating. So I just go ahead with my regular mascara and I just mascara on my eyes, darken under my eyelid, and it complete my look. And I don't think the lashes make the makeup be too far off or look bad. I just think it's quite okay. So I'm not a lash girly, so you will not see much lash on this channel from me. Sorry. So I'm just brightening up under the eye just to kind of make the eye area pops a little bit more. So if you're like me, then you know you just brighten up underneath the eye there. So I make it go on. I'm adding in a little bitty bit of blush.